Hi everyone. This week we're working on in-text citations, which I think is probably one of the most important things you can do in academic writing and in professional writing is knowing when to cite a reference when it's needed. So I think eventually that's going to become really instinctive just as you do it more and more and more. But that being said, as you're developing that instinct, I thought I'd help you out by giving you a few tips and tricks. So there are certain instances when it's a dead giveaway that a citation or an in-text citation is required. Okay, a reference is required. So I'm just going to go through those with you to help you out on this week's citation assignment and just in future. Okay, so number one, when you see quotation marks, you know a citation is required. Whenever somebody is quoting another, citation required, okay? Now you'll notice in Schulman that he actually uses quotation marks incorrectly in a lot of places. He often uses quotation marks when he's not actually quoting somebody. He's drawing emphasis on a word, which isn't the correct style. We don't do that anymore. But going forward, outside of Schulman, when you see quotation marks or somebody is quoting somebody, you know you need to cite. Who said that? Where did it come from? The other thing, whenever you see reference to laws, theories, or principles, e.g., the unique law of movement, or what else am I thinking about? If somebody talks about some overarching principle with uppercase, you know if it's a law, a theory, or a principle, cite. Another dead giveaway that a citation is required or a reference is required is whenever there's reference to a scholar, an author, or a thinker. So if you are reading along and all of a sudden somebody says, according to Freud, according to Adler, according to Piaget, Carl Jung, if there's reference made to a thinker and his work, you need to cite. Another dead giveaway that citation is required is whenever there's any scientific language, scientific jargon, whenever anything is heavily science-y. I know that's not really a word, but you know what I mean. Cite. Okay, scientific jargon. So if I was writing about the experience of women during menopause, and I'm writing about estrogen loss and how it has to do with a negative feedback cycle on the HPA, hypothalamus, adrenal, pituitary axis. Well, that sounds pretty sciencey. Cite. Find a reference for that one. Lastly, if you are saying something that is highly controversial, there's controversy around this, cite. If you're arguing a point that you think is essential to get across but might not be easily bought or immediately accepted, find citations for that. So I'm just going to say one last thing, and this isn't part of your editing assignment this week, but it's just going to really help you out going forward, especially as you start working on major papers and your master's project. The golden rules of good writing are cite early and cite often, and when in doubt, cite. Now, these aren't my golden rules. They're other people before me. So if I was actually doing this correctly, I would have cited this major principle, but I don't know who said it. Personal communication, no date. Anyway, good luck, you guys. Citing is really, really important, and I know you're going to do awesome at it. Let me know if I can help in any other way, but I hope those little tips help you find the places where you need to cite in the Schulman editing assignment this week. Okay, take care.